What's going on, people? Hope you're doing well. I got another Cologne review for you today. I'm going to review another Happyland Studio fragrance, of course. What else would it be? And that is Cripple Creek. It's a newer release from the house. Here's the bottle, Cripple Creek. It's got a, you know, here's another bottle. Very similar all the time. It's got the little guy on it with a cowboy hat, and you got some wood paneling and a brown colored kind of bottle. Always cool bottles that I like. I'm going to read the notes to you, okay? And we'll go through it. So we have bourbon, ambrette, oak, amber, musk, caramel, ambergris, rum, and a dash of lime and rose. So this is not the newest one. We'll talk about that at the end, but this is fairly new. It came out like last month or so. And when I saw the cowboy, I thought, oh, this might be kind of a rugged kind of scent, maybe leather or something. I saw the notes and I thought, okay, bourbon, a boozy kind of scent. I'm not the biggest fan of boozy scents, but I've started to warm up to them as years have gone by. So I gave it a shot. And I'll tell you right now, this is probably my least favorite release of his in probably a while. Now, it's not bad. I don't want to turn you off from it. It's certainly not bad. And I really think that in his whole line, there's a lot of sense in Happyland Studio line now. I think there's only like one that I really just very much dislike. All of them I really like. They might just not be something I want to wear myself, but I still kind of like how they smell. And that's how I kind of feel like this. His past couple releases have been very, very good, and I've been very pleased with them. And this one just didn't hit the mark for me. So it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not really my tastes. I was expecting something different. And I'll tell you that the opening of this very much reminds me of, I believe it's called Vanille Fatale by Tom Ford. If you've ever smelled that, the closest thing that I could compare this to would be Vanille Fatale. This very rich, boozy bourbon sort of smell mixed with vanilla. It smells very similar to that. I have a sample of it around somewhere. So it really smells like that, and it's a smell that, like when I first smelled Vanille Fatale, if I could compare the two, I didn't like it. I was like, oh, the booze is weird. I'm not really into that. And the more that I wore it, the more I got into it. I found it was a really good winter kind of scent, really thick, very rich. And that's kind of how I feel about this. I really like that boozy kind of smell. I find that the booze sort of smell at the top here weans back pretty quickly, and then we get into this kind of opening, which I'm not really a big fan of. And it probably is the booze mixing with vanilla and sorts of things like that, but it almost comes across smelling like coconut in a way. I mean, call me crazy. If you smelled this, if you get a coconut vibe, but when I smell this cap, I really do smell like a bit of a coconut kind of smell. Not like a tropical coconut, but like that rich kind of creamy coconut smell. And I don't really like that. It smells kind of like not shampoo in like a cosmetic way, not in a synthetic way, but it kind of smells like coconut shampoo or lotion or something. And I just don't really care for that. And then as the scent dries down, what really comes out is this sweet spice sort of mixture, and caramel is listed in here, and I definitely get a lot of caramel. I like caramel, but it's like the mid, if you want to call it, the dry down of this after that sort of boozy, coconutty sort of opening kind of weans down. It smells, and I don't want this to sound disparaging because it does smell good. I remember this. I think this smells good. It kind of smells, the best way I could describe it is like something you would buy at Bath and Body Works, like some sweet, spicy caramel sort of lotion or a candle. You've probably been to Bath and Body Works. They got all that kind of stuff there. That's really what the mids and the dry down of this kind of smell like. Soft spices that remind me of times of, excuse all the squeaky chair and the wind and everything, my apologies, Home for the Holidays, the decaf edition. This one has this soft spice mixture mixed with caramel. Now this also has maple and everything, but there's caramel added in this version. And that soft spice mixture I really like in here. It kind of reminds me of the mid and the dry down of this one. And it seems like in this one the caramel's actually turned up a little bit. It's a little bit sweeter. So while this has a cowboy on the front and it looks very masculine, I find this is probably leans closer to unisex, probably more feminine. Now a lot of his fragrances are unisex, like Paisley Dreams, right, with the woman on the front, listed as unisex. And I'd say unisex. A lot of artisanal perfume fans that are guys would probably go for this, but it definitely leans feminine, right? More women would be apt to wear that than men. And I think the same with this. I think that there's more feminine things going on here. The mids and the dry down specifically with that, a lot of caramel and that kind of soft spice sort of smell, just baking spices kind of vibe going on here. Quite feminine. It reminds me of like Bath and Body Works stuff. And then the top has that weird coconut thing that I definitely don't care for at all. The dry down I like, but it's a little too sweet for me. I don't want to say that this is like overwhelmingly sweet, sickeningly sweet. It does give off like a gourmand sort of vibe, which again I wasn't expecting a gourmand sort of thing with the packaging and the name Cripple Creek, but it really does do that. But it's more like a feminine thing. And really, there's not much more to say. There's lime and rose mixed, listed in the notes, a dash. Some folks said they smelled lime. I don't smell either of those. If anything, I'm picking up a touch of rose in the mids, which I believe Home for the Holidays Decaf Edition has rose as well, and I kind of pick up just a bit of that in there. Not as much as something like Fudafafa or Seven or something like that. But yeah, this is definitely not my favorite that's come out. It's not bad, and I feel like I've described it, kind of accurately enough to where you could gauge if you would want to try something like this. If you like boozy scents, you might find that the booze hits your nose a little bit more than me. You might like that boozy smell, and you might really like a really sweet kind of wintry kind of caramel kind of spicy sort of scent. It's not spicy in like some of his masculine scents. There's not a lot of masculine things going on in here. Ambrette is kind of a masculine thing. Oak, ambergris. I don't really pick those up in here myself. If those were much more prominent, I probably would really dig this. But as it stands, this is just something that I think smells quite good, but I don't necessarily want to wear on myself. I probably will wear this in the winter months. It's something different to try. It's definitely, I feel like a winter scent, and it would work really well in that time. If I'm sick of wearing Diabolique or Happyland Signature, I could just try that, and I'm not going to hate it. But it's not my favorite. And it's funny, I was just thinking, I'm like, I want to say I'm getting sick of, but I'm longing for him to make some more fresh scents. I'm maybe go back to what he makes, masculine, like fougere style scents, and those have always been really good. And lo and behold, like last week, he came out with a new scent out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting at all, called Gaelic Mist, with a green sort of sticker on the front, very in line with St. Patrick's Day that just happened, and that I'm assuming is a sort of fresh or fougere green style scent. Really want to try that one. I probably won't be able to get that and review it for you for quite a while, unfortunately, but I hope to get it. It'll be my next purchase, I guess. Don't know when that'll happen, but yeah, I just wanted to review that for you. I don't want to turn you off from the scent. I do think it smells good, and there's a lot in here happening that I think would appeal to a lot of people. It's just not really for me. This is the first one in a while, like I said, that I really didn't dig. And kind of the same with Paisley Dreams. I like this one a little more, though. It's a totally different scent, by the way. But this is just very feminine. It's very sweet. It's got a lot going on in it. It's not just a sweet scent. I shouldn't simplify it. But it's not something I'm going to go, oh, I really want to wear Paisley Dreams today. I would rather wear Paisley Sky. It's got more of the smoky kick in it. But there are things that I like more about Paisley Dreams than Paisley Sky. So this isn't like the other, like Cripple Creek. It's not one that I'm probably going to really want to wear. But I do like how it smells, and I might wear it once in a while. So that's basically that. I hope this was helpful to you. If you've tried Cripple Creek, let me know. Or if you're interested in trying it, let me know what you've been wearing, if you got any new cool pickups. I hope to be back with you soon. I don't know what it will be. It will probably be not Cologne related, because I just can't get any colognes recently. One little thing I did want to say, and I don't like, I don't even know. I figured I would say this. I did have leaking issues when I got this. It's kind of been an issue with this house. It's happened to me like 50% of the time, maybe a little less. That's probably pushing it, but the bottle leaks. And so you can't really see it, but this whole sprayer area is like covered in oil that is really hard to get rid of. And Happyland Studio fragrances, I guess I didn't even mention performance, but they're just overwhelmingly strong, which is great. The performance is the best. I've always said this, the best in the business. It's almost not worth mentioning because it's always going to be so ridiculously strong and last for like 24 plus hours on you. They last so long. But this one leaked, and when it leaks and you get this oil on you, it can become very loud. I was staying somewhere for work, and I had a roommate, and this had leaked a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit, and it was enough to where my roommate was like almost gagging. Now my roommate was not a Cologne person, so he wasn't. He probably was a little more offended by it than someone like me or you would be. But nonetheless, like even in the box unopened, it was like really strong. So just something to think about. These aren't scents that I can wear to work. They're just too strong, but I love wearing them around the house and if I go out shopping or something like that. So performance is great, but the leaking thing is kind of becoming an issue for me. So hopefully he gets some new bottles or something like that, because it's always kind of been a thing. That's that. I am streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/EastRiverG3, same as my YouTube. I'm playing Elden Ring right now. I stream every single day, so if you want to check that out in the mornings, Eastern time, around 9:30, 10 in the morning, I'll stream for a couple hours every day. If you're interested in that, I'll be back with a movie review or a book review or something for you. And I hope you're well. It's been great doing this video. I hope to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.